Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Lily, for sharing me out. Good morning, Lily. Good morning, Facebook. It's a different type of meeting today. We finished the big book, and so it is now. We are going to go ahead and I'm going to share some of my stories. So, anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. Me, not so great. Yes, I am sober, however, which is awesome. Leave it to me to be the one that did not want to slip and fall. And what happened? I slipped and fell this morning, took out my sister's fence, fell on my knees, and hurt my shoulder worse than what it was already hurting. And but I'm still here. I'm good. I had to slide across the sidewalk on my boot to be able to get up because I couldn't stand back up until I got to a spot on the sidewalk that was clear that I wouldn't slip on. So, yeah, Saturday. What'd I say? A different day? Wouldn't surprise me any. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the meeting started. Hi, Tony. I see you over there on Facebook. Thank you for being here. I'm going to get the meeting going. So, I'm Sandra, and I'm an alcoholic. Oh, yeah, stupid ice. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Um, so, rules, I'm sure everybody knows them. Please be kind to each other. Do not harass anyone that is in the chats because they may just be here to support my channel or my Facebook platforms, and maybe they are looking for ways to help someone else that they love and care about. So, anyways, let's get on to the steps. And today I think I'll read the traditions as well because, hey, John, thank you for coming. I'm going to go ahead and read the traditions also because normally I don't, because there's a lot of reading, but means I'm sharing some of my story, I will go ahead and read that as well. 1. We admitted we are powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. 2. Came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3. Made a decision and made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. 4. Made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5. Admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. I'm tongue-tied this morning. 6. We're entirely ready to have God remove all these defective characters. 7. Humbly asked Him to remove our shortcomings. 8. Made a list of all persons we had harmed and become willing to make amends to them all. 9. Made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10. Continue to take personal inventory of ourselves and when wrong, promptly admit it. 11. Sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. 12. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we try to carry this message to alcoholics and practice these principles in all our affairs. 12 traditions. 1. Our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends upon AA unity. 2. For our group purpose, there is but one ultimate authority, a loving God as He may express Himself in our conscious. Our leaders are but trusted servants, they do not govern. 3. The only requirement for AA membership is the desire to stop drinking. 4. Each group should be autonomous except in matters affecting our group or AA as a whole. 5. Each group has but one primary purpose, to carry its message to the alcoholic who still suffers. 6. An AA group ought never endorse, finance, or lend the AA name to any related facility or outside enterprise, lest problems of money, property, and prestige divert us from our primary purpose. 7. Every AA group ought to be fully self-supporting, declining outside contributions. 8. Alcoholics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. 9. AA as much or as such ought never be organized, but we may create service boards or committees directly responsible to those they serve. 10. Alcoholics Anonymous has no opinion on outside issues, hence the AA name ought never be drawn into public controversy. 11. Our public relation policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always maintain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio, and films. 12. Anonymity is the spiritual foundation of our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before personalities. So, um, some of my story is when I was growing up, we would get to, not every year, but sometimes, I love you too, Bubba. Sometimes um, we would get wine on Christmas Eve because we would go to midnight mass. And so, not very often though, did my parents let us have a sip of wine. Um, but at that point, we were still young and um, the wine tasted gross. It just, bleh. So we added sugar to it. It made it taste better, but It gave me a bubbly, fuzzy feeling. I don't know if that's what what led me to want to take those steps later on in my life. Hello, Kenny. Daily notes of the Bible. Um, so when I got to teenage years, I did drink. I drank often, too often for my liking. I don't know if my parents know this, but that's what I did. Um, hello, Sherry. But when I was a teenager, I would go, when I was in my older teens, 16, 17, and 18, I would go and drink with my boyfriends or my friends. And because they were all older than me, they could buy it. But I didn't drink all the time when I was a teenager. But either way, I still loved the feeling it gave me. And, it gave me confidence. Um, I like to be a person that could interact with other people. And that's what alcohol did for me. It made me a different person. When I was a teenager, I could go out and uh, talk to people and hang out with people, make new friends. It just gave me confidence. Well, then, when I was 17, wait a minute, when I was 17, I became a mom. Um, so at that point in my life, I was, uh, I did drink with my friends that I lived close by to, but not when I was pregnant. When I found out I was pregnant, I did not drink at all. I didn't have any desire to put that in my body because I was carrying a human. And when I told my mom I was pregnant, she gave me options, which, as a teenager, you don't know that you have a choice until somebody presents the choice to you. And, well, I didn't think that his father was going to be part of our lives, which I expected, so really it was no surprise. Um, so it was me and my parents and my siblings um, who cared for him. Um, so I did take on that responsibility because, um, I'm not the type person that can turn, my family away and such like that. So, um, anyways, to get on with it, um, so I had my son when I was 17. I turned 18 right after he was born. And so I didn't drink very often. Um, then I met my husband when my son was 7 months old, and we have been together ever since. Yes, through my major alcoholic times. Now, see, the reason I think I was able to not become the ma- major alcoholic that I knew I was trying to not become is because I knew that my father and other relatives were alcoholics. Not my dad, my father, the person who helped make me. Um, he was an alcoholic, and I say was because he passed away. He passed away still drinking, and that could be why he passed away. Anyways, so I fought it for a long time. I hit 21. I had already been in a bar before that, so it wasn't really that interesting to me. But as a teenager, I was going around, hanging out and partying at all these different places. And I'll bring up one story that somebody will laugh at. So my cousin and I were camping with my boyfriend at that time, Willard's father, and we were hiding beer. We were hiding the beer. We never found it. But yeah, so that was a story in itself. Um, I was so wasted that I had to have my cousin help me uh, stay from falling over while I was going to the restroom. Because after all, we're in the middle of nowhere and there's no bathroom. Anyway, so then I met my husband. We've been together ever since. Um, I got pregnant with our uh, second son. Now, my husband is the only dad that my oldest has ever known. So, um, but anyway, we got pregnant with our second son, and I still didn't drink very often. I tried to go out, but not very often did I get to because my friend, who I thought was a good friend, stood me up all the time. And one time I even caught her in the bar where I was going, but oh well. Anyway, so then I hit my 30s. What happened when I got to my 30s? A downfall. A really big downfall in my life. So, um, I liked having people over to drink with me. I didn't like drinking by myself. So I would always ask my sister and her husband to come over and have drinks with us, where we all four of us would have a drink or two or more and just have fun. Well, then it got to the point where I would drink every couple days. I should have known then what was happening, but I just went down the slippery slope of alcoholism, and that's when it all came to exactly what I had been fighting for so long. And my sister is open about. She is a recovering alcoholic as well. We're twins, and we are in sobriety together. She came 8 months after me, and I'm so proud that she is still sober and working on her ninth year. Um, but I do remember a lot of the times that I was drunk as in my 30s, and I don't know. It was just I started getting up and drinking. I'd have to be at the store to get a drink, and I'd have it gone by the time I got home, which was not very far, maybe 3 blocks. And I'd have it gone. And that happened throughout the day. I would even go to my neighbor's house because she drank too. Well, there were two of my neighbors that did. So I'd either go to either or and drink with them. And yeah, so it got really bad. And I fell down and smacked my face, which I don't even remember any part of that. Blacked out or whatever, and I hit my face and I busted my eye open, and I went to the emergency room. I got code red called on me 2 or 3 times because I ran out the building. They were not stitching my face fast enough, and so after that day, I went a year sober. And to tell you that the book the big book of AA and the steps and traditions, they they really point out, they know what happens, you know. So I went a year without drinking, and then I went back out. Mind you, I hadn't started AA yet. And so when I went back out, I drank and drank and drank and drank. I just went right back to where I had just come from a year before. And that went on for another year, I think, year or two. And then we moved to another part of Oregon, and that was when I made my decision to stop drinking. I completely quit all alcohol. My sobriety date is November 15th, 2014. And I'm very proud to say that a friend of mine, when I came back to this part of Oregon, a friend of mine reached out and said, "Hey, you want to meet me at an AA meeting?" And I said, "Yes." So I did. I went to AA, and I didn't share my story with a lot of my AA fellowship, but I did share some. But it took me a while to get used to being around the people and listening to the stories and listening to speakers on speaker meetings and reading the books and really coming to understand what it all meant and what it was all supposed to help with. It tells us that we don't have to drink. It tells us that we can go without a drink, and we don't need it. We just wanted it. And one of my mottos is, in order to get sober, you really have to want it for yourself. You have to want to better yourself for you, because if you don't do you first, you can't do anything else. That's my opinion. So I do my AA every day. When I wake up, I'm blessed to be awake because I'm still sober and I'm still here. And I have everything I need, and I don't have to worry about when I'm going to get that next drink. And you're going to bug me again. No, not today. Get down. Go see dad. Down. Sorry. Dog thinks he needs attention now. But it it has taught me that if I use these steps every single day, it's going to help me stay sober. So that's exactly what I do. And you know, being 9 years into sobriety, it is a daily thing that I don't even realize I'm doing, with working my steps, using my voice, and knowing that, hey, I can do this, I can help others. And it that is what AA is all about, is getting this gift for free and sharing it for free, because it helps. It really does help, knowing that you have that group of people that are there and they understand your daily struggle the same as theirs, you know? And to me, sharing it here, I'm praying that it does help others. I know my sponsor watches me for my meetings, and I really do appreciate that. She's helped me so much in my sobriety, and I can't thank her enough. And the fellowship, I can't thank them enough. But they have taught me to do my steps, and the big book tells you different things that they have been through, and how AA has helped them. So if you really want the tools to know what you should do for your sobriety, or you want to have something to read to help someone else, get the 12 steps and 12 traditions and the AA Big Book. The Big Book has been a blessing to me because every time I read it, there's something else that jumps out at me and makes me think about, okay, yeah, that's right. Like what they went through while they were drinking, and then what they're doing in their sobriety, and it's exactly how it should be. And it is every day that we have to remind ourselves, stay sober. We don't have to go get that drink. We can rise above that. We can make it. We can make sobriety a better thing. And when you're first starting, it's not that easy. I'm clean and sober. I learned that my addiction is to alcohol because I was able to stop drugs on my own and never look back. But alcohol is still a daily struggle. Yeah, I didn't get into that hard stuff of um my addiction was alcohol and still is alcohol. That's why I tell myself every day, no, not today, you're not doing it. But I have that background of, I already went out, and I don't want to be that person, and I don't want to go back to where I came from, because then I have to start all over, and I don't want to start all over. Yes, thank you for being clean and sober every morning. Yeah, but anyways, I just wanted to share some of my story. Um, I didn't share everything, but I think by me sharing, maybe others will understand that they don't have to drink. There is help. AA doesn't turn people away. They are there to help people, and they're wonderful. They're kind. They're caring. They uh, they will talk to you even if you just want to talk about your day or your week or what have you. They listen and they share their things that they do to help them get through the days and keep being sober and living a sober life. Um, but yeah, I can't say enough how much I appreciate AA as a whole, and I appreciate my group, and I appreciate my group here. Um, this is why I do what I do. Is it's a free gift. It's a free gift. Um, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream for today. I'm going to read the uh, daily reflection to you all here on YouTube, and then I will post it on my Facebook. So I love you guys, and thank you for being here. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. Love you guys on Facebook. Be safe. Daily reflection, January 20th. We pause and ask. As we go through the day, we pause. We agitated, or when agitated or doubtful, and ask for the right thought or action. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 87. Today, I humbly ask my higher powers for the grace to find the space between my impulse and my action, to let flow a cooling breeze when I would respond with heat, to interrupt fierceness with gentle peace, to accept the moment which allows judgment to become disintegrated or detriment, to defer, to silence when my tongue would rush to attack or defend. I promise to watch for every opportunity to turn toward my higher power for guidance. I know when this power is, or where this power is. It resides within me, as clear as a mountain brook. Hidden in the hills, it is the unsuspected inner resource. I thank my higher power for this world of light and truth I see when I allow it to direct my vision. I trust it today and hope it trusts me to make all effort to find the right thought or action today. Amen to that. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, Fordman, for coming in with both your channels. I appreciate you. And I'm so glad that you got your own place. I bet you're still excited about being there and being on your own. I know being on your own can be exciting, it can be terrifying. So I hope you are doing well, and I hope you're having a blessed day. I love you guys, and I will see you all on the next one. Love you.